You're sitting alone on Christmas Eve, realizing you spent the entire year living someone else's life. Every decision filtered through what family expects, what friends think, what work demands. You've become a passenger in your own existence, reacting instead of directing. The Stoics called this the ultimate failure, surrendering your agency to external forces. Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca faced the same trap, but chose differently. Here's the brutal wake-up call that changed everything for history's most powerful minds. 3 core principles that will reclaim your life starting today. The brutal truth about personal responsibility. Most people blame circumstances for their dissatisfaction. Your boss is unreasonable. Your colleagues don't appreciate you. The economy is unfair. The promotion went to someone less qualified. Here's what Epictetus knew that you don't. We suffer more in imagination than reality. We create our own prison through mental habits we refuse to examine. The dichotomy of control separates what you own versus what controls you. Your thoughts, decisions, and responses belong to you. Everything else is external noise that you've been treating as gospel truth. Marcus Aurelius wrote this while leading an empire through plague and war. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. That's not motivational fluff. That's survival strategy from someone managing life or death decisions daily. Stop asking why things happen to you. Start asking what you'll do about it. That shift changes everything. Your colleague gets promoted over you. Amateur reaction? That's not fair. I deserved it more. Politics always wins. I should update my resume and complain to anyone who'll listen. The Stoic moves from "this isn't fair" to "what does this teach me about my next move?" 3 things just happened. You learned what leadership values in promotion decisions. You identified gaps in your own positioning. You discovered who influences these choices. Now you have data instead of drama, strategy instead of suffering. Same principle when your presentation gets criticized publicly. Amateur move? Defend yourself. Explain why they're wrong. Point out their mistakes. Make it personal. Here's your power move instead. You're right about the data visualization. What specific changes would strengthen the analysis? Watch what happens. You just transformed an attack into advice. You're not fighting, you're facilitating. That's executive presence. Volume isn't power, control is. Notice the pattern here. External events stayed identical. Your colleagues still got promoted. Your presentation still got criticized. But your response created completely different outcomes. Most people surrender their power the moment something unexpected happens. They react from emotion instead of principle. They let circumstances dictate their next move. You're different now. You understand that every external pressure is actually an opportunity to practice internal discipline. Every frustration is training for the next level of leadership. Epictetus survived slavery and physical disability through this exact mindset. He couldn't control his circumstances, but he owned his responses completely. That mental discipline eventually made him one of history's most influential teachers. Your office politics aren't harder than Roman slavery. Your deadline pressure isn't more intense than managing an empire during wartime. Your difficult colleagues aren't more challenging than advising a corrupt emperor. The Stoics proved that external circumstances don't determine internal freedom. You choose your response. You control your interpretation. You decide what this moment teaches you about who you're becoming. That's the brutal truth most people avoid. Taking full responsibility for your experience means you can't blame anyone else for your dissatisfaction. But it also means you have complete power to change everything. Your life belongs to you, not your family's expectations, not society's demands, not your company's agenda. Time to start acting like it. How ancient philosophers mastered modern problems. Marcus Aurelius ruled the most powerful empire in human history. He dealt with plague, war, and constant betrayal. His secret wasn't superior intelligence or political connections. It was a morning practice that took 15 minutes. Every dawn, before imperial decisions crushed down, he asked himself 3 questions. What can I control today? What values will guide my choices? How will I respond when things don't go according to plan? That's it. No complex systems, no elaborate rituals, just brutal clarity about where his power actually lived. Seneca managed enormous wealth and navigated Roman politics. He maintained principles that would outlast the empire itself. His practice was equally simple. Every evening, he reviewed his day like a general analyzing a battle. Where did I give my power away? Which decisions aligned with my values? What did I learn about myself under pressure? He wasn't judging himself. He was gathering data about his own patterns. Epictetus survived slavery and physical disability. He used mental discipline that modern executives can't imagine. His method? He separated impressions from reality through disciplined thinking. Someone insults you. That's the impression. Your interpretation that this damages your reputation? That's optional. Your emotional reaction? Completely under your control. Your response? Your choice entirely. These weren't theoretical concepts they debated in marble halls. They were survival tools for extreme pressure. Marcus Aurelius wrote his most famous insights while camping with armies, not relaxing in libraries. Seneca developed his wealth principles while managing actual fortunes, not discussing hypotheticals. Epictetus taught resilience while recovering from physical torture. Here's what they understood that modern success culture misses completely. External achievements mean nothing if you lose yourself gaining them. Internal discipline creates external results, never the other way around. Your modern problems aren't unique. Difficult colleagues. Marcus Aurelius managed senators who literally wanted him dead. Time pressure? Seneca balanced, writing with advising an emperor. Feeling overlooked? Epictetus went from slave to the most sought-after teacher in Rome. The gap between knowing Stoic principles and living them daily is where most people fail. They read the quotes, nod along with the wisdom, then react emotionally the moment their day gets complicated. That changes now. Practical Stoic practices for daily transformation. Morning question that changes everything. What can I control today that moves me toward my values? Not your goals, not your outcomes, your values. The person you're becoming through your choices. Write down 3 things. Usually it's your effort level, your response to challenges, your treatment of others. Everything else is preferred indifference. Pursue them without being enslaved by them. Evening practice that builds unshakable self-awareness. Where did I give my power away to external circumstances? Review your day like Seneca reviewed his. No judgment, just data collection about your patterns. Did you let someone else's mood determine yours? Did you react defensively instead of responding strategically? Did you make decisions based on fear instead of values? Notice the pattern. Adjust tomorrow. Weekly review that prevents you from living someone else's agenda. Am I living my agenda or someone else's? This question cuts through all the noise. Family expectations, social pressure, workplace demands. Are you directing your life or just reacting to it? The discipline of assent stops emotional hijacking before it starts. Pause before reacting. Examine your automatic thoughts. Someone criticizes your work. Your brain says, they're attacking me personally. Stop. Is that actually true? Or is that your interpretation creating unnecessary suffering? Negative visualization builds gratitude and reduces attachment. Spend 5 minutes imagining losing what you take for granted: your job, your health, your relationships. Not to create anxiety, to appreciate what exists right now and prepare mentally for change. Preferred indifference: transform your relationship with success. Pursue career advancement, financial growth, recognition. But don't be enslaved by the outcomes. You control your effort and strategy. You don't control timing, politics, or other people's decisions. Value-based decisions cut through complexity instantly. Filter every choice through virtue rather than convenience. Is this honest? Is this just? Does this build my character or diminish it? The right choice becomes obvious. Transform from reactive passenger to proactive director of your own life. Stop asking, "Why is this happening to me?" Start asking, "How is this developing me?" Every challenge becomes training. Every setback becomes education. Every pressure becomes practice. Start living your life now. Your life belongs to you, not your family's expectations or society's demands. The Stoics proved that external circumstances don't determine internal freedom. Start with one practice. Morning intention setting based on your values. Subscribe for more ancient wisdom that actually works in modern life. Comment which practice you're implementing first. I'll show you how to make it stick. Executive by day, Stoic always.